NPC Miles Morales deserves his failure. This one's sad, man. This one is sad. They're saying I'm NPC Miles Morales. He's spiraling. You know what I'm saying? He can't get a grip at the moment. But I almost feel bad for the dude. If you guys don't know who NPC Miles Morales is, he goes on TikTok Live. I don't know if he does on Twitch and things of that nature at this point in time. But he goes on TikTok Live and he pretends to be an NPC and pretends to be Miles Morales. He's hitting the, nah, I think I'm going to do my own thing. You know, he's hitting those things. And then a lot of people usually walk past him and, you know what I'm saying, and bother him and shit. Like, there's been a lot of times people have just pressed him for absolutely no reason, which I never really understood. But I went to DreamCon the other day, and I was walking with all my friends and shit, and a nigga that was behind me had to be a 5'5" little chocolate dud. You know what I'm saying? A little milk dud. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, cause my boy Berto was streaming, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm like 6 foot. I'm nowhere near 6 foot, boy. 5'5" milk dud behind me says, you're 6 foot. You're the same height as me, nigga. Huh? I'm not the same height as your little ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same height as me. I'm 5'9", regular height, nigga. Fuck me. And yeah, bro was just tweaking. I could smell the liquor on his voice though, like on his like breath, and like he was just all in my face. And eventually, I was just like, all right, bro, you good? Put my hand on his shoulder, hit him with one of these. All right, bro, yeah, you good? You 5'5", I'm 5'9", bro, you good, bro, you good? And I walked off. Niggas followed us, was still trying to, and then like as we were walking up the stairs, he started talking to somebody else that was in our group and said some crazy shit, and then they was about to, it was just too much shit. So I understand where niggas is just pull up on you and just act crazy for no reason. And if you're on a camera, there's just more incentive for them to act crazy. And I feel bad for bro. You feel me? He's just trying to do what he got to do to make this money on. But anyway, that's enough fucking yapping for right now. Let's get into the video. This video is by Hello Yasin Extras. This is the name right here. If y'all want to lock in with him, he makes great videos about trending topics, things of that nature. But anyway, let's get to it. Oh.
What's poppin', y'all? Kais and I got these guys in an absolute chokehold because one of his formerly recurring guests, NPC Miles Morales, Spider-Man, this guy lost his mind when he found out that he wasn't accepted into Streamer University.
Bro, on God, this is why I don't talk to y'all in this community, bro. This is why I don't f this community, bro. This is why I don't f y'all, bro. Y'all can 35,000 watch me, bro, but not tuning into the Switch, bro. 1,000 is watching me, but ain't nobody dropping a sub, ain't nobody showing love, bro. Y'all steady be in my stream talking about some, why don't you express yourself? Why don't you talk about real shit, bro? Talk about this, talk about that. And when I talk about this, bro, y'all be trolling. Y'all be trolling me, bro, all the time, bro. I'm tired of, bro, what's wrong with my community, gang? For what? And Kai,
the problem is, this ain't his community. This is Miles Morales. This is Miles Morales' community, nigga. This is not even your community, and that's the problem. He built a fan base off of something that wasn't even him, nigga. His fan base is built off of being an NPC Miles Morales. You feel me? So when the real him comes out, nobody want to hear that shit. And that is the issue. And that's why I feel bad for him a little bit. Just like a little bit feel bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hates this nigga, you know, all this shit. But I feel like he found a way to make the money on, and he stuck with it. And then it kind of took over his life. And then now he can't get away from it. And he's just fucking in this revolving door of trying to break out of that, but also at the same time trying to keep his clout and, you know, keep making money and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Finna troll worse, bro. You know they finna, oh, you ain't making it in the stream of you? Damn, this ain't making it in the Clover Boys, and he ain't making it in the stream of you. Damn, you ain't living in the mansion, bro? What happened? God don't these don't get, God damn, bro. Fuck, man. 10,000 subs every night, bro. How you get to 1 million subs, bro? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. If I don't get into stream you got, bro, if I don't get into fucking streaming you game, bro, I'm finna break in that something. You finna let me in there, bro. You finna give me a chance to be me, bro. You finna get to know the real me, nigga. Tired of this.
So first off, the level of entitlement on this guy is insane. Like Kai Cenat not only helped get him more visible, because that guy, the whole NPC shtick was falling off by the time this guy even showed up to Streamer University. So, or not Streamer University, to Mafiathon. So Casanat helped that keep going. Casanat put paper in this guy's pocket.
Oh, yeah, and they got a whip and everything.
Money. He gave him a car. He allowed him to meet the real Miles Morales voice actor. He helped mentor him. He had him on stream for 30 days straight. For Mafiathon 3, he put his face in front of millions of people. Tens of millions of people actually saw it. And then he let him do his thing after. And what has he done since? Complain. Well, in this specific clip. But I did do a little bit of looking to see, like, okay, what did this guy do after the Mafiathon, right? Because that, of course, had to be his peak. Mafiathon was like October, November of 2025, was it? Or 2024? Because he took a really long break. No, it was 2025. And this is the funny thing you see with this guy. So he was a part of 2 Mafiathons. He was part of Mafiathon 2 that happened in 2024, and he was a part of Mafiathon 3 that happened in 2025. So check this out, right? Like, I don't come without...
I'm not gonna lie, that's a fucking stimulus package if I've ever seen one. If you can't grow from that shit, but then again, he does have you there for the Miles Morales shit. You feel me? I did see him one time. He didn't act like Miles Morales, but I think he was the dude from Grand Theft Auto. I don't know if he was that dude or he was just like supposed to be like a thug or something. But yeah, I don't know if that really stuck, honestly. Yeah, I don't really know what his play is at this point, because what is he gonna do on the camera if he's not like playing like as an NPC type shit? You know what I mean? Which, it's tough.
Paperwork. So we pulled up this guy's Twitch, the NPC Miles Morales guy, right? His Twitch is leaksworld_. So we've got his paperwork here. So after November of 2024, that's right after Mafiathon 2. He was doing Mafiathon 2 while Casanat was asleep, and he streamed the next month. So December he would stream, and he streamed a lot. He streamed like 576 hours, and he gained 100,000 followers.
Damn.
Right after Mafiathon 2. This isn't even Mafiathon 3. He was averaging 935 viewers. In January of 2025, he was averaging 400 viewers, which 400 viewers is a very solid amount. That's a good viewership. 356 hours streamed. So now he's following up the momentum. Wait, what happens in February and for the rest of the year? Man, he barely streams. Streamed 53 hours in February of 2025. 53 hours. Keep in mind, this guy, he had previously been homeless. He wanted an opportunity to do something different. He did something different, and then he just fell off, stopped streaming. I don't know if he was streaming on TikTok instead, but if he had motion on Twitch, and Twitch is the platform where Casanat put him on, Mafiathon was happening on Twitch exclusively. Mafiathon 2 and 3, Streamer University is going to be a little bit different, but just...
The biggest thing when it comes to social media as a whole, which I've learned in my lifespan of social media, like, there was someone commented on one of my shit, said, how do you have 53,000 subs, bro? That's because, nigga, I've been doing this shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But like, even if you go through my video catalog, you're gonna see like I was making music for a big portion of that time. But like, what I have learned is that the most important thing is consistency. Like, even over talent, skill, fucking enjoyability, all that shit, over everything is just consistency. If you can stay consistent, you good, because you can make the best content in the world. However, if you fucking burn out, you're cooked. You know what I'm saying? And as you are consistent, you're gonna make your content better and better over time. And this nigga gained 100,000 fucking followers on Twitch, and he stopped going on Twitch. That's the whole problem right there. You feel me? It's consistency and momentum, but you build momentum over time by being consistent. And he got a huge influx of momentum, but he didn't keep the consistency to actually grow that shit or just stabilize it or keep it from just falling to the pits of hell. You feel me? It says March negative 584. So yeah, this would have been the time for him to like break out of the Miles Morales niche and just be himself. You feel me? Right after his influx of viewers. And of course, you're gonna lose people if you're not doing what they saw you doing. But this is the time for where you can kind of mold your own fan base, and it's not gonna be as big as it would be if you had just played fucking Miles Morales, but it is going to be a huge jump. And the nigga didn't do that. And it's something you need to learn over time. Like, and you know, he does TikTok live at the moment. You know, I've been there as well. Me and my best friend, we had a TikTok page. Our TikTok has 3.3 million followers on TikTok. And we used to make all of our money going live on TikTok. Every single day we go live on TikTok. We're like, we're not getting off this fucking live until we make $300. You feel me? Make $300, get off the live, we're good. You know what I'm saying? And TikTok takes half of it. So we really made $600 and TikTok took half. You feel me? And the money good. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to stop. It's very, very hard to stop. You feel me? And it's just one of those things where you have to make that decision. You have to be like, yo, I don't want to do this shit no more. And then you have to lock in on what you want to do and have the time to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah.
Just look at it. March 2025, 32 hours streamed, 49 hours streamed on April. And he probably saw the numbers. He was like, man, screw this. 53 hours streamed. Then he just starts streaming random stuff. Initially, it was just chatting, and then he would just do a bunch of different games, just random stuff. And in August, he would stream a decent amount, 77 hours. I'm like, okay, that's an okay amount. But in September, that's when he barely streamed. But that would lead up to the Mafiathon for 2025. So Mafiathon 3, 2025. Actually, no, it makes more sense. Mafiathon was September of 2025. It's really interesting that he does the Mafiathon when people are going into school. And then October, he streams a lot after Mafiathon. So he gets another jump. Keep in mind, another opportunity.
Shit. Yeah. Thank you for saying bless me. Thank you for saying bless me. I appreciate that.
And Mafiathon 3, even bigger. He gains 48,000 followers this time. He streams 547 hours in October. In November, he streams 260 hours.
Okay.
So it falls down, but these are big numbers. And then what does he do in December? He streams 60 hours. So it's like, what the hell happened, dog? And especially December, January.
But the thing is, 345 average viewers. That's fucking pretty good, bro. That's pretty good. You feel me? Like, that's not like life-changing money. You're not going to be making fucking $20,000 a month. However, if you have a solid 350 and max 1100, you feel me? So that just means like you can keep climbing if you be consistent and, you know, build a community, because 1100 people is a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So he just isn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? He's probably not making no $15,000, but off of 345 viewers average, he can probably make, you know, a couple thousand. You feel me? And then he still does TikTok live, makes some money on there. It's like, I know it's probably hard because he's like leaning towards a TikTok live, because this is probably making nothing near that shit. But hey,
is when a lot of kids, a lot of people school age are off. That's when they're going to have the most time to just watch content. So December, January, this guy barely streams, 60 hours in December. January of 2026, 50 hours. And then in February, this guy streamed 11 hours. And then in March, how much did he stream? 82 hours. I don't know if this is when it got announced. No, I think it was, this guy's barely streamed ever since. So between February and now, he streamed like less than 160 hours. So over like 4 or 5 months. This guy doesn't want it bad enough. And then he says like, yo, give me an opportunity. You got 2 opportunities. You got Mafiathon 2. You got Mafiathon 3. You got all of these different followers. Now, I will say, there is a little bit of, because I got to be fair. So I was like, yo, what the hell is going on with Office Drummer? Because Office Drummer is also a guy that he was on there as, I wouldn't say a gimmick, but was that guy consistent? Now, I will say, right after, he did his own like drummer-thon or whatever it is. So he did that, but he has not streamed much as of late. Like April, May, and February, he streamed like 55 hours, 20 hours, 49 hours.
Damn, he's
granted,
leaking.
October.
That nigga was leaking. Hold on, not there. It said negative 7,000.
Of 2025, that guy streamed 700 hours. It was right after Mafiathon. He did his own like thon thing, and then he took November off, I think, before he came back in December. But this guy is quite consistent, and he was consistent way before that. Like, you look back at 2022, this guy's been streaming ever since. So he's consistently streamed, and he's a growing streamer for the most part. Like, he'll lose followers. Like, he gained followers in July, but that's because Mafiathon was announced. So he'll filter followers here and there. But off his drummer's a guy that's actually got a talent. This guy plays the drums. He's a well-recognized brand that isn't somebody else's brand. It's him, as opposed to kind of riding off of the Miles Morales Spider-Man thing. And I don't know why this guy has Leaks World.
That's the thing, though. He's also... It's not him, also. It's really not. Honestly, it's almost like no one is. Like, if you could go on live and then not get hyped, not do all the extras, and just sit there and talk to your chat, that's when it's just you and it's super chill. But most people can't do that, one. And then even with the drummer, like, it's not you per se. Like, if you're drumming in every single fucking live, like the whole fucking live, it's the drumming. It's not you. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like you have a gimmick as well. So shit like that is very difficult to get out of. Like, because I'm sure the drummer dude would love to just be like, yo, I don't want to drum anymore. I want to play fucking video games, talk shit with my chat, and have a fun time and be good. But...
as his like face or his name. It's hard to find him. It's hard to find this guy's stream. Everybody knows him as NPC Miles Morales. It's kind of like NBA Youngboy, right? Until they hit you with the cease and desist, you keep it pushing. And NPC Miles Morales, like, you don't have to play the role of Miles Morales, but you just got to put that out there. And the problem is, that's also how everybody came to know him. And Kaisenat encouraged this guy, and what did this guy do? He didn't make nothing shake. He didn't collaborate with people. Keep in mind, this guy could have collaborated with anybody after Mafiathon 3. That's like...
Yeah, I also think he doesn't have the best attitude. Like, in general, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he's like he be crashing out type shit. You got to be very aware of everything that's going on when you're doing social media and shit like that. And people probably just don't want to deal with how he be crashing out and taking shit so personally, you know what I mean?
Superhuman levels of clout, and he chose not to. So what are we gonna do here? We can't blame anybody but himself. I could get another opportunity. Come on, man. 2 strikes was enough. I think for Kaisenat, he was like, you know how they say 3 strikes, you're out? He was like, listen, he took the J. Cole line. He said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And then he wasn't gonna go for the fool me 3 times, F the peace sign, load the chopper, let it rain on you. He wasn't, or what is it, load the buzz down rolly avalanche? That wasn't going to happen with this guy. So I think this is sucker move by Miles Morales. This could have been an opportunity for him to just say like, yo, you know, I know I haven't been working as hard, but I'm a grind to get in. He could have just showed up, found a way to show up. Now, I don't think people should be showing up. They're going to have tight security on that campus. So yeah, I think the biggest problem here was this guy. He's a victim of his own misdirection, laziness. Like, you got game from the best streamer in the game. You got money from him.
Yeah, the problem was he was a victim of his own success at first. You feel me? Now he's trapped in the box of his success. And then he became a victim of not being consistent. He just didn't have enough drive, and he didn't keep going. Because at the end of the day, like, it's hard. Like, you got to do a full 100, like full 360, not 360, 180. God damn, full 180. You have to do a full 180 like rebrand at that point, and you're gonna lose a lot of people, but you got to stick with it. You feel me? And sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does work, but if you're consistent with it, it will work. You feel me? Even with this channel is a fucking 183 rebrand. You know what I mean? And slowly but surely, the channel is starting to pick up and up. Like, you know, a couple months ago, I wasn't able to, my numbers was doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Dog water. You feel me? And now it's fucking 2 times what it was, you know, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, a month ago, however long. And I imagine in the next 3-4 months, it's going to double again and just keep doubling. And it's just about that consistency and continuing to do what you're doing, even through the rebrand, even through the losing subscribers. And because I had the whole losing subscriber shit, I was bleeding for months. You feel me? And at some point it stops, but you need to stick through it and push through it. And it just seems like he can't do that, or he's not doing that, which is pretty fucking sad. You know, like I'm saying, I feel bad for the dude. You know what I'm saying? He is his own problem, but I still feel bad for him at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's about the video. You feel me? You guys let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. And if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace.